Good afternoon, and what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And after a much needed 3-day break or so, because I haven't uploaded in about maybe 3 or 4 days now, I've decided to come back with something, easy to go on. This isn't exactly news, but this is more about Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, specifically Tobey Maguire, praising Tom Holland's performance in Spider-Man No Way Home, because I'll admit it, and we can all just admit it, I think Tom Holland is at his best in Spider-Man No Way Home. And if you're all excited about Spider-Man No Way Home coming to digital, well, it is now available on digital. No sponsorship here. And I'm personally going to get the Blu-ray copy that's coming out next month, sometime around April 12th, I believe. But nonetheless, very excited. And I also want to talk about Tobey Maguire's praises for Tom Holland's performance once again in this video. But before I get started, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. I post videos on a daily, and I live stream on Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to calculate whatever that time zone looks like for you in your area, wherever you are in the United States or around the world. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my Instagram and Twitter. So you can find it in the bio once again. Don't miss out. We also do Marvel Spider-Man photo submissions, which is also where you can go ahead and submit your photo submissions once again in my Discord, Twitter, or Instagram. Hashtag Spidey Photos if you're gonna go ahead and send those photos to me on my Twitter. So let's go ahead and talk about Tobey Maguire. And we all know Tobey Maguire is a fan favorite. He was Spider-Man in the original Sam Raimi trilogy from 2002 to 2007, from Spider-Man to Spider-Man 3. Tobey Maguire said that he was really impressed by Spider-Man No Way Home co-star Tom Holland's work ethic. Right away, the first scene we shot together, I was just blown away by how good he was in the scene and how generous he was and vulnerable. Maguire said in the video for the bonus features of the movie's digital release. Co-star Andrew Garfield shared similar praises for the actor, saying Tom Holland has all the pressure on him. We just have to help him and support him as big brothers, and he's carrying it. Maguire was the first actor to portray Peter Parker Spider-Man in a live-action big-screen project. He played the character in director Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, released back in between 2002 and 2007. That also starred Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson and Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn Green Goblin. When Sony rebooted the franchise in 2012, Garfield took over the role in Mark Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man, which co-starred Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. Holland entered the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the web-slinger in 2016's Captain America Civil War. The following year, he starred in his first standalone Spider-Man film, Spider-Man Homecoming. The British actor reprised the role for the Avengers Infinity War movie and Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, and most recently, No Way Home. No Way Home centered on Holland's character trying to figure out how to navigate life as a teenager after the world has learned of his superhero identity. In the film, Peter Parker turned to Dr. Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, to cast a spell that would make the world forget that he's even Spider-Man. The plan went wrong, resulting in visitors from the multiverse entering Holland's universe, including prior franchise villains in the previous Spider-Man actors. And we all knew that was a blast. Remember back in the day when there were just a bunch of rumors about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire possibly appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home? Well, we've also learned earlier that it was the worst kept secret in Hollywood, because it would actually be a banger, and the movie was most certainly a banger. It was actually competing with the likes of Avatar, and of course, the MCU was competing with themselves with Avengers Endgame, because that movie broke box office records. And it's just really exciting just talking about this. I cannot believe we live in the world where original Spider-Man actors like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, specifically Tobey, actually have reprised their roles as Peter Parker Spider-Man. And it's just crazy to even fathom. And I can't believe it's real, but it is real. And that goes for like the actors that return to play their respective roles as the villains, like Willem Dafoe, who came back to play as the Green Goblin. Beautifully done, and I think it was his best performance yet as the Green Goblin, and I'm hoping that he's willing to return once again to play it, because I'm sure he will. And of course, Alfred Molina, who returned as Doc Ock, beautiful performance. He was amazing in that movie. Kind of brought a little tear to my eye towards the very end. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that scene between Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when they meet once again. And it was just so refreshing to see them together back at it, just like the old days, just talking a little bit. And especially the chemistry between all three Spider-Men, Tom Holland, Andrew, and Tobey, just you know, just shooting the shit really between all three Peter Parkers and talking about how their powers work and what kind of villains they fought, just them having those moments, them bonding. I wish we could have gotten more of, and I'm sure there's going to be some more of that in the deleted scenes or the extras. If there's a director's cut when the Blu-ray hits, I'm definitely looking forward much so to that director's cut or that extended scene called Spider-Man hanging out or the Spider Bros just hanging out. I definitely want to see something like that in the featurette or in the extras or deleted scenes or whatever. And I also want to see more Matt Murdock. I know it's a bit of a side track there, but I just want to go ahead and throw it out there and mention it because we definitely need more of him as well. Charlie Cox was amazing. Everybody did an amazing job. Of course, Andrew Garfield was the major standout in this film, and we can all agree that his performance really touched home so much because of what we know what his character went through in his films, and we kind of feel bad for him, which is how like his role kind of has like this meta element to it because we feel like he got the short end of the stick in real life as Andrew Garfield, and of course as Peter Parker because he lost Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy. Spoiler if you haven't seen those movies. But anyways, overall, I'm just really happy this movie came out the way it did. I mean, it delivered everything from nostalgia to great performances to, you know, just fan service, and I really love this movie, and I'm definitely looking much forward to getting the Blu-ray copy of this movie once it releases. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything. As always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.